Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Concristo, and this is the Light of the East campaign. Light in the East? What did I call this? I'm pretty sure it was something like that. The Light of the East, that's right. We are the wonderful Holy Ottoman Sultanate, which is pretty much... is that automatic from the word Sultanate? I'm not sure. Anyway, we are currently at war with the Knights, Venice, and Albania. Albania has the audacity to land some of their troops because they think that we are weak, that they have some superior weaponry. They perhaps remember the Christian world's easier time not very long ago in establishing the Latin Empire down here, but they are wrong. We are strong, and we are going to show that to them. So they're going to land on the 3rd of December. We're going to get there by November, so I'm actually going to slow down so that we can get there after them. Why would you insult me? We're allies in a war, my dude. As soon as they movement lock, we'll move into the province. The AI... I think the AI in 1.3 knows how to move ships to break undocking units movement lock, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's just me imagining things. So there is our loan. It's a big loan. It's an unfortunate loan. We're going to pay 0.4 ducats of interest because of aforesaid unfortunate loan. Hopefully, we will be able to not have too much problem from this. Excuse me. No besieging my province. Looks like they're going to get kicked back into the sea before my reinforcements even get close. Yeah, nice. Especially because some of them retreated. They retreated inland. It's interesting choice. Let's have some of these guys gather up ready to repel them. See, the AI in this one doesn't know that you can move these ships and break this movement lock. So they are just going to keep walking and die. Should be nice. I apologize. Momentary distraction. Texts from the fiancé. Important to check them. All right, come over here. It's Christo's relationship lesson for today, which many of you need to hear, I'm sure. Slightly obvious, I admit. Where are you going? Oh, you're fleeing onto the boats. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and now you're going to the Cyclades. I should know what these are called. I've sailed around here quite a bit. Well, I say quite a bit, only for like 3 weeks, but we will... Oh, I'd love to auction the land off, man. I would love to, but of course, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to get some stability. You can't demote or revoke privileges while at war, I believe. You can revoke while at war. It's just demotion. For God's sake, stop issuing extra courtier titles. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Never, ever do that. It could cause a big stability problem, but it's essential. You never, ever want to be issuing... Well, never, ever is a very strong phrase. Maybe you're role-playing. Maybe you're trying to ruin your campaign. But you incredibly rarely want to be... Ooh, okay. Yeah, Hungary has got Poland. You incredibly rarely want to be issuing your extra titles. We've got this God General. Should definitely be using him. And then this guy, the Air General, sucks. I'm going to put my guys inland so that they can't see me, and hopefully they land their troops like this. You're going to be there on the 28th of March. What a fool. Come on, don't hit me with the 25%. You hit me with the 25 and 25, don't hit me with the 25. Please. Yes! Okay, nice. So we got away with that revoke. Of course, the fact that we've now revoked 2 reforms means that we now have a much worse modifier, because we have the lesser noble privileges revoked, and the... Where's the greater noble? There, greater noble privileges revoked. I don't know what affects why it's 15 and 10. Lesser nobles are slightly more influential. It might be something to do with that. It might be to do with the loyalty of the estate. I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, still coring all this good stuff. They're going here. Again, just once they movement lock, we'll move in and wipe them out. Should be fine. They should be movement locking in the next couple of days. There they go. Just 5 units will be enough. Did we split the cav? We did. Good. Might as well try and optimize here. You know, we want to... Nice, travel efficiency. We want to try and play well, which sounds obvious, but we want to try too hard, like overly hard to play well, like swapping that general to try and take the smallest amount of manpower loss possible. Because, of course, our manpower gain right now is 13 a month, which is not great. Province gained. So... I could do this. It would basically... The problem with it is that you end up having more autonomy. Like, look at the difference between Tyre and Urla right now. The difference is that we took one through dynamism and the other not. The other difference, though, of course, is that Tyre has -15 unrest. Oh, okay, Erla has exactly the same. Never mind. You still get the separatism, I guess. Do I want to do this? I think the answer is yes. It still counts as us controlling it for the war goal. Sure, we get a little bit less war score because we don't have something sieged, but we still get the ticking. And basically, if we wipe peace now, we win. Like, you know, we still have our victory condition for the war satisfied from, you know, our perspective. Consolidating Anatolia. It's not many more places. Let me just zoom out to make sure I'm actually seeing everywhere. It's just these provinces. That's not very many more for us to get that Consolidate Anatolia done, which gives us claims over here, basically, right? The Karaman, Rum, Dulkadir, and Little Armenia areas. Karaman, Rum, Dulkadir? What's Dulkadir? Oh, okay, here. Dulkadir and Little Armenia. Where is Little... Okay, here's Little Armenia. We already have claims on everything except the Rum and Little Armenia areas. So that's not really a hurry. And then it would be a matter of taking that area to get claims on basically here. Yeah, so we're not in a great hurry. Moving a long way inland away from our capital is not... Okay, so let's read what the heck this thing says. Captured Heathen Temple in Ionia. So right now we have a Heathen Temple, which is a normal temple, except instead of giving you -2 local unrest and +1 local missionary strength, it gives you +2 unrest and +1 local missionary stress. Good lord. And +2 unrest and +1 local missionary strength. So we could leave it be. You lose some separatism and unrest. So that's effectively -2 unrest. But also losing separatism is good, because the faster you get rid of separatism, the faster you start culture conversion, and the faster you begin getting passive religious conversion. Or we can hand it over to Sunni priests. You have a 60% chance. Okay, so that's why. When it has no effect, it just has, just does nothing. Well, I'm fine with +2 unrest here in exchange for effectively losing 2 unrest in the province anyway, because once we convert it, I presume the Heathen Temple will switch over. I don't know, but I presume so. We can test that up here when we eventually convert this province. Whenever that might be. We'll see what happens there. So the duelists that are around here, these guys, are the duelists the legacy of the Latin Empire? The Latin Empire being the empire... Oh, hello. Hunting accident. That's fine. Oh, well. It is definitely the... I don't know why this option exists, by the way. Just to screw over the AI, I guess. But we immediately get a new heir. 351. He's not great, but he's not bad. We'll stick with him for now. There's our stack wipe. You guys can once more move inland. Is there... Yeah, there are navies blocking all of these places, and obviously we're not going to be able to move out here. And they are... The blockade... Is it the blockade that's causing this province trauma? Probably is, right? We are losing a lot of tax and trade power and things by the fact that we're being blockaded. So we'll probably move to peace on this war as soon as we can, generally. As long as we can't make any active steps to hurry things along. I mean, do I have access? No. I could try and get access. Like, if I improved relations with a few people here, I could definitely get access to Albania. I wonder if I could get access to Venice. The answer is yes. We could go siege down here and here. Couldn't siege down Venice. Although, is Venice still protected from the coast in MEIOU and taxes? It doesn't look like it should be, but it might be. Should we send an army to Venice? They have got some men hiding somewhere, so let's not. They'll probably come to us. And we're getting war score from the ticking, so... We're not in a hurry. We've got another 2 years before we want to go to war with the Ottomans anyway, because we want to get all of our cores finished. It looks like we're losing money, but with the jizya, we are actually barely losing any money, which is good. Oof. Minus 50 right now from every extension, with the inclusion of those extra 3 from Izmir, formerly Ionia. There goes Hudavendigar. That's a nice, that's a pretty big one. It's got a workshop and a nice central mosque, decent road network. How is our road network? Speaking of, let's take a look here. Basically, we have roads in the whole northern area. Okay, and some of the southern area. It's good to know. Well, we will obviously be endeavoring to increase that as time goes on. Can't call this as long as the war starts, even if we get the communication efficiency calculation done. Autonomy, you know, its progress is being made. It's hard to see, but these ones have gone down to like 65. They were 95 in only probably 2 episodes ago. So progress is being made faster than you might think on autonomy. We have not crashed yet, which is like a really dangerous thing to say. But let's go to 6 monthly autosaves just to slightly speed up the progress of the game here. I could also close like some unnecessary things that I have open. I don't really need any of this actively, so I'll close that as well. Do I need any of this? I do not. Let's close that too. Always good just to try and keep everything closed so you can let your computer focus on their own taxes. Actually, there's something else I could try. Oh God, please don't have ruined the recording. I don't know what that looked like from your perspective. Let me try giving EU4 more priority on the CPU. See if that makes it run any better. I have no idea if it would, but we'll give it a go. Right, so almost there on... I'm not even going to try on that one. I would like to save up for a fort here, because it works really nicely to protect the whole thing here. I think I will also turn off this fort as part of our... And this one, obviously. As part of our... I could delete this one, actually. Yeah, I really don't go for internal forts. They just never seem like a good investment. They just always seem like they're gonna... they're not really going to defend you from much. They're just going to... Oh, what was that? Who are you at war with? Oh, yes, of course, you're at war with Serbia. They always just seem like they're just costing you money. Because, yes, the nobles and the general estates will build these local fortifications, which increase monthly autonomy in the area. This one is increasing local autonomy by an average of 2.5%. But the thing is, a 2.5% swing in the provinces... Oh, sorry, I haven't explained why this would matter. So, let's say we had a fort here. The AI is unlikely to build local fortifications here, 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 or here. Although, as you can see, it's not absolutely true. Although, actually, we did have that before. So sometimes when you have forts, like here, you can see there's no local fortifications in these provinces. And that's partly because of the fort here. Honestly, I mean, I kind of dislike that. I kind of feel like having local fortifications here and here is better in some senses. Because it means you get, what is that clipping? Is that just my headset? It's making that weird noise. Are you hearing like some static? I know you can't reply. Don't worry. I'm not going completely mad. Maybe that's fixed it. I kind of like having local fortifications in all of my provinces, honestly, just to stop them ever getting looted. Because as long as I have total domination and there's a fort that's going to slow people down at least, 2 or 3 months, I should be able to get there and kill them. So, we will focus on missionary efforts, I think, because we would like to finish off a couple of these conversions. Although maybe... How close is this to converting? Let's get in February. December. We so nearly could just wait and let this conversion finish and then press this button. But I am going to do this. We're going to have some more national unrest and lower stability. Empire of the Romans has been eclipsed. Cool. Still not quite up there. Oh, I'm not embargoing you. What a fool. Let's embargo Serbia. Dum, dum, dum. There's some cores. Finally back in the green on income. It's an extra 20 ducats a year from some of that coring there. That's really nice. But yeah, generally, I think the cost of maintaining the fort is almost always more than the amount of money you gain from deterring the AI from building these local fortifications. Oh wait, the local fortifications, this one's giving 0.021. Wasn't the one down here giving 0.025? Is that because this is a lesser noble one and this is a burghers one? So what about in a greater nobles one? Are they more? Yeah, 0.05, although that's 0.025 again. So I guess burghers and, per level. So I guess, sorry about the creaking of my mic arm. I guess the nobles and the burghers, either nobles and the burghers, are just different on how powerful their local fortifications are. I mean, maybe late game, building one in like our capital and opposite the capital would be worth it in order to, you know, in the big city opposite the capital, I mean, Bursa, would be worth it because it would facilitate, you know, a significant swing in the amount of autonomy. But the thing is, our capital and the big cities near our capital, very unlikely to have any autonomy in the late game. Or any more than the floor, certainly. So, I don't know. Hey, the burghers have 8%. Again, so we can start giving them stuff. Let's give them some inflation, because inflation is still trending up. And I kind of just like to reach the autonomy floor. It feels much less impactful to give them autonomy when you're when you're below the floor, even though it doesn't really make much sense. And I will also revoke one of yours. I will be curtailing your ability to govern locally, I think. Well, actually, I really don't want the 5% autonomy floor. But this one is quite good to get rid of as well. The multiplicative effect on the influence. Although, I mean, burgher influence is less of a problem. Let's get rid of the governing locally. Just so that we can get these places down to 0 autonomy. You know, it's 5% more income in our heartlands. Alright, you did me dirty last time, game. Come on. Come on now. Allow me to not get the stability hit. Please. Please, I think. Yes, nice. Okay, that's really lucky. So now, these places are down and trending down even more. Excellent. Our centralization is really higher than it needs to be right now, from an autonomy perspective anyway, just because we're crushing the autonomy in our heartlands. So now we're in the green. We can pay off this loan. No more interest payments. Paying off loan early, by the way, I've said this many times before, and others have said it before me, but just so you know, in case you don't, paying off loan early does not reduce the amount of payment of interest on that loan. All it does is helps you not to forget and spend that money before you can actually pay it off. The amount of interest is fixed from the beginning of the loan, which is bizarre, but that's just the way it is. Do I want this? You lose 15% national manpower, which is obviously not good, but the state maintenance would be quite nice. I think no. I'm taking these things from them essentially just because when it's 90 loyalty, I'm concerned it's going to go to 100 and then try and go up and have nowhere to go. You know, because that's just basically wasted loyalty gain. Knights, I'm going to assume you're kind of ready to duck out of this war. Yeah, I'd like war reps from you, though, for the inconvenience of having to fight you over what is obviously rightfully mine. Nice, we're back up to impressive court, and we didn't even have to give it the full stipend. It's still trending up at kind of too great a rate. So let's reduce the payment by 1. And target 49. Because 49 is... yeah, why are we targeting 49 when impressive is only 45? I guess it's just to be safe. I'm going to reduce it by 2 more points. 3 more points to be a bit less safe. Well, right, we'll go to 47. We should do the same for education, although I believe we had to cut education funding already. Yeah, we're targeting 3 right now. 4, I assume, will put us in the red. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. No, let's stay at 3. Oh, it's just a delay on that. Serbia, lost humiliate rival. Yeah, stay at 3 for now. It's a bit too expensive to go to 4 just yet. Okay, good. Costly trade embargo. Yep, because you are no longer a valid rival. We have 1 valid rival who wants to bet it's the Mamluks. Will you give me the war reps and stop blockading my ports? Not just yet. It's difficult to confirm that this is coming from the blockade, this province trauma, but I honestly still don't know if province trauma on this actually means anything at all, because there is a modifier province trauma, which I think is what tracks the kind of province trauma that MEIOU and taxes actually cares about. But I am not sure. So we have now 10 men at our disposal, and this is with or without levies. I can't remember. Do I have your levies? I have your levies. I don't have your levies. Okay, so 2 of these guys are from the nobles. It's good to know. It's unfortunate that they have these cores. That means I want to wait for this thing to end. We should actually... No, let's stay in position. Let's stay in position but drill, because it takes ages for them to do their hostile landings. So we will, I think, keep this war going until we're ready to declare the war on Constantinople, just so that we can chain the two wars together and not lose our levies or have to re-raise the levies. I think the way levies are handled from the estates is it's not perfect. I totally understand they're dealing with the restrictions of the engine and stuff. I'm not putting this at the mod developers' feet or anything, but it could be handled much better. When I say could be handled, I mean there are theoretical ways in which it could be handled much better, not, it definitely can be done, that it could be made better, or I would be able to do it, or it would be easy to make it that way. Hopefully that's sufficient qualifications on that statement for you. Let's turn those forts on. I'm tempted to delete the fort here, honestly. But I think I'm not going to. We'll turn it on. We'll keep our army tradition nice and high. We'll invent warships, distinct types of ships. Some were faster, others could carry more cargo, where others were simply cheaper. Specialized forms of ships, such as warships. Cool. Yes, please. Wait. Is there unbalanced research in this mod? I think there's not, right? You know what? It's the end of the episode. I'm going to test it. It's been so long since I played this mod. I think does it save faster when you don't compress? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to we've saved, so now I'm going to cheat. And make our tech really unbalanced. Okay, so our tech is unbalanced now. Do we get corruption from unbalanced technology? I'm pretty sure you don't, but I just want to be sure. Because if we don't, we should save up our diplo points and then like splurge them into culture, because the less tech we take before we get culture ideas filled, the better situation we'll be in. Yeah, no, there isn't any unbalanced. There isn't any corruption from unbalanced. Cool. So I will reload that save and we will press on. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We obviously, not a great deal happened, but we got the knights under control. We repelled a couple of boarding parties and we got our finances back in the green. So that's great. We will be finishing our coring and declaring war on the Empire of the Romans in the next episode. Till then, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.